What up, guys and fellow lovers of the keyboard world? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and welcome back to another Redstone tutorial with me, Giorgio, of course. Today's tutorial is for something interesting. It's for a flying machine that helps you create impossible bridges with floating carpets, just as this one. You have these floating carpets where, well, if you're good at parkour, you can jump through them. Oh, this is gonna be hard. Okay, there we go. You can jump through there and through them, and as you can see, they are floating like magic. So yeah, this is a flying machine. It's actually quite simple, so it's not gonna take long for me to show you how to build this. And I just thought it would be fun for me to create something like this because yeah, it's kind of weird to see all these carpets floating. And interestingly enough, it doesn't only work with carpet. It can also work with, for example, signs, sideways signs, and also vertical signs. And the same with banners. You can place the banners like this or on top of the piston. And the way it works is basically you place a carpet on top of this piston head right here, and as you can see, it immediately retracts, and then you can click this node block. It advances 2 blocks, and you can place another. It advances 2 blocks because unfortunately we cannot do this like continuously. We have to leave a gap every other block so that the carpets don't get updated. Let me show you what would happen if we were to do it every other block. Every block. So if I place a carpet right here, this carpet will glitch, but this one will get updated and break, as you can see. So we cannot do it every single block. We have to do it every other block, and that's why we have this observer back here, so that the flying machine will trigger twice and help us leave that gap in the middle of each carpet. Anyways, let's get on to the tutorial. To build this machine is actually quite simple. You just need to decide the direction that your flying machine is going to take. Mine is going to go that way. So I have to place a slime block right here at the level that I want the carpet to glitch out. Actually, 1 block below the carpet. So just there. Then I'm going to place like a turnover C, just like this. And then I'm going to place an observer facing that way, which is the way that our flying machine is going to take. Then we're going to place a sticky piston right here and a piston right here. We're going to place a block of redstone right below this piston and 2 slime blocks next to the block of redstone and the piston. Then we're going to place an observer facing upward right here and a sticky piston facing into this slime block just on top of that observer. Next thing we're gonna do is place another sticky piston on top of that slime block with a block of redstone on its face. And then we're gonna continue this line of slime blocks by placing 2 this way and 3 more this way. Now we can basically glitch this piston to remain extended even though nothing is powering it. And the way we do it is placing a block of redstone on top of that slime block and any block on top of the piston, and then removing them. Remove first the block and we remove then the redstone block. And as you can see, this piston is powered by nothing, but it remains extended. So we have tricked the piston to think that it's powered. The next thing that we're gonna do is the mechanism so that the flying machine moves forward. And we're gonna start doing that by placing an observer on top of this corner slime block facing that way, just like so. Then 2 slime blocks just like this in front of it and a sticky piston facing this way right below the first slime block that we place. Then we're going to extend these slime blocks by placing another one right there. And we're going to place on this side 2 solid blocks in a column just like this. As you can see, it creates a gap here in the center, and we're going to place a sticky piston right there. Then we're gonna place a temporary block in front of that sticky piston and then 2 honey blocks just like so. We can now remove the temporary block and proceed to place an observer facing this way just next to that honey block and a piston facing out of that observer. Then we're gonna come to the other side of the honey blocks and we're gonna place a node block right next to that one, and then an observer facing out of the node block into this solid block. With that, the machine should be looking something just like this. The last thing we have to do is just place a sticky piston right on next to that slime block, and then a temporary block and an observer next to it facing into the machine. Then we can remove the temporary block, and our machine is basically done. We can now go ahead and grab some carpets. I'm going to use orange for this one, and place a carpet. Well, actually, to use this machine, you should be standing on top of this honey block so that you can advance along with the machine, and you can basically place a carpet on top of that piston head. As you can see, it immediately retracts, and now we can click this node block. It will advance 2 blocks and place another carpet, and as you can see, you are not falling off because you are standing on top of a slime block. So the machine is pretty cool. You can basically use it to make a bridge, a magic bridge infinitely. So yeah, you just stand here for as long as you want, placing carpets until your bridge is long enough. One last thing that I want to mention, as I said at the beginning, the carpet's gonna be placed one next to each other. They have to have at least one air gap in between them to be able to, well, work and not get updated. But if you are probably making a lantern bridge, so after you place the carpets, you can place lanterns or dripstone or whatever you want below the carpets, then the next one won't get updated. So let's try it out. If you want to do that, you can basically do so. Oh, actually, I cannot place the lantern right there because it's gonna be pulled by this slime block. I think I don't remember if lanterns actually get pulled by slime blocks. But anyways, yeah, if you want to do so and place the carpet right next to each other, or maybe with an air gap of 3 blocks or 4 blocks or whatever, you can do so by just removing this sticky piston right here, this observer, this block, and this slime block. By removing that, your machine will stop every single block, and you can basically do that. Place your carpet. Oh yeah, you have to place the lantern. Let's actually test that if the lanterns get updated by, get moved by the slime blocks. So we're gonna place that there, and we're gonna trigger it. Oh, it actually works. So you can do this and place it every single block, and create an impossible bridge made out of carpets and lanterns, which I think it's pretty cool. You can also leave as much air gap as you want. For example, that's a 2 block air gap. You can do it a 3 block by doing that, and yeah, that way you can work with your bridge, with the customization of your bridge, by basically removing that slime block, sticky piston, block, and observer. But anyways, guys, I hope you liked this tutorial. I thought it was just something fun and curious to try and make something out of it. And yeah, that's the machine I came up with. Anyways, if you like the video, if you think it's useful and you can find something to use with this machine, then go ahead and hit the thumbs up down below, please. And also consider subscribing. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.